Okay, magandang sa inyong lahat. Para sa inyong kaalam, itong si Bea De Leon, meron siyang sarili gym equipment business. Ano naman yung bunga sa likod niya? At ako naman nasa TV5 dahil natapos lang ang aking newscast. Mga 8:30 kami natapos. Matatraffic ako bago umuwi. Kaya dito na lang muna ako nagstay. But I'm sure that, wow! 6,000! Bea, grabe ka! Mga klase mga
Thank
fans.
you guys for watching.
Hindi. Nakakatuwa pala. Maraming nanonood. Thank you for watching. How have you been in the pandemic, Bay?
Okay naman, things are slightly better now. So kahit papaano, nakikita ko na rin more of my family members. So that brings me happiness. Kasi tagal-tagal rin talaga eh. And sorry.
Di ba galing ka
Saan?
sa ibang bansa? Di ba galing ka sa ibang bansa?
Yeah, I went to the US. Kailan ba ako nang galing doon? Ano na ba ngayon? I can't keep track of time. November na, no? It's November. I went there August. I went there August to September. So it was super fun, yeah. It was nice to get makahinga ng ibang hangin.
Kayo, sa
Kayo,
kayo
ikaw?
punta?
We stayed in San Francisco kasi our family's there talaga. So, and we usually stay there rin. So, super enjoy nga rin talaga to be there. Kasi at the time when we were there, here naman, it was when it was getting really, really bad. There's no other way of saying it. So, it was nice to be there for a bit. Tsaka kasi, galing akong bubble nun eh. Tapos pagka uwi ko, nandun pa yung mommy and kuya ko. So, parang medyo matagal ko talaga silang hindi nakita. So, mga 2.5 months, kasi hindi nakita. I missed my birthday and everything. So, it was nice.
Doon
It was
sila,
a nice reuniting. Ano, sorry?
doon sila nakatira ngayon?
No. We all went home naman na. Teka,
Okay.
it's all about me. How about you, ate? How have you been?
Ako naman ang aalis.
Uy! Saan ka pupunta?
Sa US din. Pero, ayoko pa sabihin kailan. Basta may countdown ako malapit na din.
Saan do? Saan?
Sa, sa New York and Boston. So, exciting. Exciting times.
Sorry. I'm not too sure kung ako yung napuputol or ikaw kasi.
Hello? 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 Sino napuputol? Ako ba? O si Bea? Maraming salamat sa pagsama sa amin. Ang dami pala nanonood ng ganito, ano? Kakatuwa. Thank you so much to Under Armour for setting this up habang walang internet si Bea De Leon. Ako naka-smart 5G dito sa TV5. We wanna talk, wala siya. We wanna talk about, our goals and being motivated, lalo-lalo na sa pandemic na medyo, alam naman natin na hindi ganun kadali dahil may challenges tayo sa pandemic, 'di ba? So,
There. Sorry.
So,
ako pala ata.
Oh,
My bad.
smart ka na kasi. PLDT, Wi-Fi. Joke. Under Armour. Maraming salamat sa Under Armour for bringing us together to talk about, our goals. Especially ngayon sa pandemic. Grabe, 2 taon na, Bay, no? 2 years of our lives. How have you and your goals been doing since, everything changed, since the world changed?
I know. Actually, it hasn't been easy. They keep changing because, as you know, when you make goals, diba, it kind of has to have a timeline. And obviously, a set timeline wasn't at all possible for a while there. So, ang hirap na parang consistently ka na, mas consistent yung pag-adjust mo ngayon, or mas kailangan mo talagang ready lang sa biglang cancellations or biglang i-move yung league, in terms of like, especially when it comes to volleyball, we never really know when we're gonna be called to just say, hey, may training na, and parang okay, di ba? But I mean, like, ganun na lang talaga. I think you really have to cope. Um, you just have to really be ready when they call you and say, okay, we're gonna start na. But ako for me, it's been tough, but I think it's getting better naman. Actually, I wanted to ask you, Aaron, about this kasi um, pre-pandemic even, I've always been curious and we've never had the chance to really talk about it. How did you suddenly change everything? Like from being an athlete to go into media. And when sinubaybayan kayo ng slight so I was like, nagulat ako, not in a bad way, but that's a different type of, that's a huge adjustment and big goal setting yun na may malaking kailangan ng courage.
Oo, grabe. Parang kasi siguro yung buhay bilang volleyball player, alam naman natin na dati walang professional league. So, I think
Mm.
both of us never really thought na yung parang hindi mo, pili ko ikaw din eh, yung kahit pa paano kung ano yung course natin will lead to our job after school, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, dami ng opportunities, meron ng liga yung volleyball. Ako naman, ganun din na nung pumasok ako sa media, sabi ko, okay, bagong mundo to, wala akong alam dito. I have to, you know, be a sponge and learn everything. So I guess yung open-mindedness na this is a new world, I have to remove all of my previous um, judgments about everything. Tapos actually, sobrang nakakatuwa siya, refreshing and humbling. Kasi ang dami kong natutunan media person about
Yeah.
life na hindi ko akala na, for example, yung mga kakaibang tao, kakaibang character, profession. Pero ngayon, tingin ko rin, yung generation natin, yung batch natin, ang dami nating opportunities na parang mas mahirap pumili kung saan ka pupunta. 'Di ba?
Actually, that gets hard rin nga talaga na minsan, kasi ako, ang nahihirapan din ako ngayon na, I have volleyball, which I'm very, very grateful for, obviously. Pero, ang hirap hanapin yung pagkatapos niya. Di ba?
Mm-mm.
Kasi parang now, I'm just dipping my toes into everything. And yeah, I like that, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. But it's a bit hard knowing what's for me, for sure.
Baka
So,
baka Eliza, baka pumasok ka din sa bahay ni Kuya.
okay.
'Di ba? Hindi
Well,
natin
yun.
masabi.
Di na nga talaga natin masabi ko anong pwede mangyari, ano pwedeng kaya mong gawin, di ba?
Di ba?
Unless you say go.
Ito nga sabi ko, Bea, parang itong season na to, nagugulat ako, parang si Eliza na sa bahay ni Kuya, si Charo, bilang isang politiko.
I know! I know.
Kumbaga parang napaka-absurd ng mga pangyayari, but,
But it's also nice to see that,
yeah,
we were all in one place. Nice to see. A bit sad, in a way, just because you know that, people are moving on. But it's also nice to see them getting to where they're going,
nagahay yung mom mo, si Tita Det. Sabi niya, proud Tita Det here. Nakakatuwa.
I didn't even see. Hi, Mom.
Alala ko na nag-usap kami ni Tita Det, first commercial natin, di ba yung
Yeah.
di ba,
Yes.
together. You were just a rookie then. Just imagine, ang tamo na. Wow.
Yes.
Graduate ka na, a full career. Ano pa yung ikaw, ano pa yung, speaking of goals, ano pa yung goals mo as a volleyball player na gusto mo ma-achieve? I mean, being in the professional league and what's your ultimate goal now?
Of course, as any athlete, my ultimate goal is to win a ring in the pro league. Yun pa rin talaga yung gusto ko. Ako, my mindset will always be what's best. What I want is just for the team to get where we want to be. So ako never ako nag-focus sa individual awards, though it's nice, of course, who won't like it, diba? Di ka naman i-deny yun na why not try and reach for a best blocker here in the future. But for me talaga, my ultimate goal is still na madala namin yung team um, into and get the championship talaga. So that's still something I really really want to happen, and hopefully will happen in the future, in the near future. Um,
Saan tinatamad mag-training?
Ako? Siyempre,
Oo. Ako,
inaaminin ko naman.
di ba parang we've been playing volleyball since ikaw, grade school, and then college, high school, college, tapos now sa pros. Hindi ka ba nagsasawa o napapagod o tinatamad? Lalo na ngayong pandemic na parang wala naman masyadong, alam mo yun, yung walang nagbabalik sa'yo sa bahay, ganon.
I'll have to admit there are days when it's tough. Pagising mo parang wala ka lang gustong gawin. Sometimes I lie down on this couch. Nakapang-workout na ako at lahat-lahat. Tapos bibuelo ako. Parang sabihin ko, sige, upo muna ako mga 10 minutes lang. Maya-maya, nanonood na ako ng TV. Tapos, well, eventually, nagagawa ko naman yung workout. But it takes a while. Mas matagal pa yung pagbuelo ko mag-workout kaysa sa workout itself. Minsan naman, pag na-start ko na yung workout, bigla akong kukunin yung phone ko. Makikita ko, 30 minutes na pala yung break ko. So,
Pareho
so
pa.
medyo mahirap din. Kasi parang yung difference from before, it's not that I'm making it sound bad, pero kasi dati wala kang choice eh. Yun at yun yung gagawin mo eh. You have to do it this fast kasi may mangyayari sa'yo. In 2 hours, you have a schedule. You have to train this long lang, and then you have to go on with your day and then go back to training. So you had to do it. You know, you're kind of running on fuel that way na, okay, go. Now that there's a bit more time in your hands, it gets hard na parang, okay, pagkatapos ko ito gawin, na naman akong gagawin.
Tama. Dati may fixed schedules tayo and we kind of have to, stay motivated and do everything within a short span of time. And I can
Yeah.
agree with what you said. Ako nga, parang mag-isa lang ako, kumuha na ako ng coach to help me train. We each other every day. Safe naman kasi parang ako lang yung pinupuntahan niya. Pero sabi ko, like you sabi, Coach, buti na lang nandito ka kasi kung ako lang tamad talaga ako, hindi ko to gagawin.
Diba? I mean, we really have to admit na gano'n. Tapos minsan parang, hindi ka ba nagigising, tapos parang biglang, sige, today, okay, gagawin ko. Parang, I'll do this by the morning, I'll be productive. Tapos pagkagising ko parang, maybe tomorrow again.
Uh-huh. But, I think it's just the reality of how things really are. Yung mahalaga doon, no, parang you power through your emotions kahit na tinatamad ka, but yung
Oh yeah.
discipline up and to
I think
actually,
motivation comes very rarely these days. And when that doesn't come, I think you'll always have to rely on being disciplined. And sometimes be easy on yourself and just get it through. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. But I think these days, importante yun eh, na sige, one thing at a time. Ako kasi, minsan, I don't know about you, but when I think of the whole workout, like let's say I have 10 exercises to do. Diba, when you think of it as a whole, it's really overwhelming. Parang, ang dami niya. But then when you start thinking like, okay, this first, just go through the first set first, the first block, gets a bit easier. So,
step by step, little.
oh,
Tsaka parang siguro, pasensya sa sarili and self-compassion na you know that this pandemic is particularly harder for all of us mentally na hindi ka laging nasa best shape mo o kaya hindi super motivated. Alam mo na feeling ko there's one thing that ties of us together. We're both intense.
yeah. I get that.
To being intense inside and probably outside of that intensity. Pero parang yung minsan, pag hindi mo ma-channel yon yung intensity na yon kailangan mo lang pasensya sa sarili mo. Okay, nasa pandemic tayo, kalma lang. Parang,
Yeah.
kung hindi ko kaya ngayon, hindi ako masyadong motivated ngayon, di ba, okay lang kasi we're all going through something. And it's really part of taking care of yourself. And
Yeah, I
also,
think, well, the point of us being here today nga, talking about putting ourselves first, diba? I think I've learned a lot about the importance of that throughout this pandemic because I think something also we have in common, diba? Especially in your time in Ateneo, we were both um, chosen to be leaders of the team, and you're so used to running on that energy of taking care of them and looking out for your teammates and really doing everything for them, putting them first. And it never seemed to be such a bother, to be completely honest. Diba? It wasn't, I mean, I'm not talking about like this because it was a burden at all. It wasn't, for me, it was a privilege to get to do that. But then come the pandemic, it was a bit harder to do it for me in a way na parang, okay, kailangan ko pa ba ma-remind? It's little things na parang, sige, unahin ko muna sarili ko. Kung ako nga hindi ko magawa yung workout, paano ko expect na lahat sila mararally ko to do it, di ba?
have to be able to, take care of yourself, discipline yourself bago yung ibang tao, di ba? Okay, speaking of other people, ang dami, nawala ako. Ang dami nagko-comment dito, mga fans mo, hi daw, mag-hi ka naman. Kanina pa sila.
Hi, friends.
Mm-mm.
Anong oras daw yung Q&A? In a bit. We'll probably do it in a bit. 2-3 minutes.
Kasi kahapon, nag-post kami sa aming Instagram story to answer